Hello, hello. Okay, wajeg kakano. So we are starting with nouns again. So we said that there's different different types of nouns. So we're gonna go through them today and the examples. So part of the speech, we said that the words in the name one language may be grouped into different classes or parts of speech. The main classes are nouns, verbs, pronouns, and particles. But we will go through the other parts of speech and nouns and examples. So nouns are part of speech found in all languages in the world. So the first one, nouns refer to persons, places, spirits, animals, plants, and physical objects. Nouns are free words that answer to questions who and what. Most nouns are countable and can be either singular or plural. Nouns function as the subjects and objects of the verbs. For example, Moswa kiwa bamel napel, which means the man saw a moose. So the nouns are Moswa, meaning moose, and Napel, meaning man. And the objects are Napel, meaning man, and moose, Moswa, meaning moose. The categories of subject and object are not nearly as obvious in the Inaniman language as they are in English, but it is clear that in this sentence there are two nouns and some kind of relationship with the verb. Nouns in the Inaniman language group into animate and inanimate genders or classes, dependent or independent groups. In addition, there are principal forms, that is, verbs used as nouns but keeping some of their verbal properties as well. So in the Inaniman language, for example, bring it, there's two different ways of saying bring it. Brought to you and passed to you. So one gender is called animate, which is all living things, and some things we don't usually think of as living, and inanimate, non-living things. So we're gonna go through this in this unit. The first chart, for example, animate, and the code for that is NA. living. Inanimate is Ni, non-living. So animate we would say peso for a living and beta for non-living. Peso panaskik, bring the pan. Peso panaskik. Peso atem, bring the dog. Peso tapan, bring the car. Peso emekwan, bring the spoon. Inanimate, betawias, bring the meat. Beta chigahigan, bring the axe. Beta maskison, bring the shoe. Beta akuf, bring the blanket. So those were two different examples for animate and inanimate. So we said that the main classes are nouns, verbs, pronouns, and particles. So we're going to go through some examples. Nouns are basic part of speech found in all languages in the world. So we said that nouns refer to persons, places, spirits, animals, plants, and physical objects in the world. Nouns are typically free words that answer questions. So we said who and what. So they can either be singular or plural. Nouns function as the subjects and objects of verbs. Nouns in the Inanimun language group into animate and inanimate gender or classes, dependent and independent groups. And here's the example of animate words and inanimate words. So the first one, animate words, atim. Nitem, atim means dog. Nitem, my dog. Askich, pail. Asigan, sock. Mahikan, wolf. Wabask, polar bear. Napel, man. Asini, rock. Watsakos, star. Napesis, boy. Amisk, beaver. Makeso, fox. Emakon, spoon. Wapos, rabbit. Mahikan, wolf. Sumanus, raisin. Mistos, cow. Misweskagan, coveralls. Pico, gum or tar. Waganagan, tamarack. Utaban, car or vehicle. Inanimate, Ministik, island. Abitagahigan, key. Pimanagan, airplane. Astutin, hat. Tikanagan, cradleboard. Masinahigan, book. Akuf, blanket. Tigahigan, axe. Baskasigan, gun. Minakagan, cup. Baganagamik, tent. Abiskoisamon, pillow. Jagged, coat. Wias, meat. Muskison, shoe. Nippy, water. Basagahigan, tape or glue. Nanawan, breath or breathing. Tibachamoan, story or news. Mystigo Askahigan, log cabin. So those were examples of animate and inanimate words. And we have exercise A. So place the following words in proper columns, animate or inanimate. Complete the words in syllabics. So the first one was done, animate, attim, and also written in syllabics. And inanimate, tikanagan, and written in syllabics. So you put the words in their columns, animate and inanimate, and write them in syllabics. So here the words are askik, ministik, mahikan, tibachamoan, bimanagan, jagat, wapask, utaban, astutin, mistos, watakus, abtagahigan, miswiskigan, bakwanagamic, amikwan, and baskasigan. And another example chart for nouns. We said the first column is animacy column, plural form, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, transitive verbs, and color forms. So in the animacy column, we have singular, attim, dog, inanimate singular. Sorry, plural form would be attimag, dogs. Awa attim, singular, this dog. Oko attimag, these dogs. Tanawa attim, where is the dog? Plural. Tanwanige attimag, where are the dogs? Transitive verbs. Singular. Nawapamaw atim. I see a dog. Plural. Nawapamawag atimag. I see dogs. Color form. Singular. Wapikiso atim. The dog is white. Plural. Wapikiswag atimag. The dogs are white. Inanimate singular. Astutin hat. Plural. Astutina hats. Astutin. Uma astutin. This hat. Oho astutina. These hats. Tande astutin. Where is the hat? Tande astutina. Where are the hats? Nawabaten astutin. I see a hat. Nawabtena astutina. I see hats. Wapau astutin. The hat is white. Wapawa astutina. The hats are white. So gender, animate and inanimate nouns. Nouns in a Niman language group into two classes or genders, animate and inanimate. So we said all words for people, animals, spirits, and trees belong to the animate class, and most non-living things belong to inanimate class. But there are exceptions. For example, spoons, smoking pipe, and pails are animate. So a few words, they vary in their animacy from one community to another. Being in some communities animate and others inanimate. Animate nouns have plural, which end in ak, as in napewag, men, while inanimate nouns have plurals which end in a, as in chimana, for boats. Because the animacy of a noun is not always predictable, and the dictionary lists nouns with the following codes in order to show whether they are animate or inanimate. So with IN, NA, and I. That's NA and I. Inanimate words can have a variety of elements called prefixes and suffixes which attach to them to signal different meanings. So element attached in front of a basic word in order to add some kind of meaning. For example, Nijiman, my boat. So added there's the ni, ni, in front of the word. Jiman, boat. So the meaning my, Nijiman. So a suffix is a element attached to end of a basic word. So at the end, Jimana. Here it's the at the end. Jiman, So it means more than one. So it's a plural. And you can also have it in both. Before, in front of the word G-man, and at the end of the word G-man. Nichimanana. Nichimanana. Our boats. So an I before G-man, and at the end inan, meaning our. So wa and a, meaning more than one, plural. So here's an example. Basic word. The basic word here is she, sheep. So the basic word she, sheep. Here's an example chart written in syllabics and in Roman and English. So the first one, sisipag, sisipag. Ducks, sisipa, sisipa, other ducks. Nisisipim, my duck. Usisipima, her or his duck. A simple noun, you must remove any prefixes and suffixes attached to it. In these examples, several different elements would have to be removed. In this example, so the first one, she, sheep, added is that sound ak at the end. She, sheepa, added is the word at the end. The she, sheepa, and before the word she, sheep, ni is added, and im, nisisipim, and o at the end before the word, and ima, osisipima. So those are examples. Here in B, exercise B, nouns are written in Roman and they are in singular and plural form. Place the words in the proper space to match the English words and complete in syllabics. So the words are in random order. And the words are suminus, utaban, astutin, wapos, tipachamoan, akuf, chigahigana, maskisana, maskisan, suminusek, asigan, tipachamoana, waposek, astutina, utabanak, asiganak, chigahigan, maskisan, maskisana, Akufa. So here's an example of the chart. So dogs. And the first one is cars. On the list. Raisin. Cars. Raisin, raisins. Rabbit, rabbits. So what you do is write it in the next column, Roman orthography column, and then into syllabics. So here we have imperatives. So they are words when we use to want to tell someone what to do or give a command. So in this exercise, you will be introduced to sentences for making commands or imperatives. So the first one on this example chart. Come in. Singular. Bejibitige. Plural. Bejibitige. The next one. Sit down. Uppe. Plural. Uppik. Stand up. Bassigo. Bassigo. Plural. Bassigug. Come here. Astam. Astamig. Go away. Awas. Awasik. Make a fire. Kuttawe. Kuttaweg. Or bunige. Bunigeg. Go home. Kiwe. Kiweg. Sing. Nakamo. Nakamo. Nakamug. Go to sleep. Kweshimo. Kweshimug. Get up. Waniska. Waniskag. So those are the 10 words. And in singular and plural. So those are command words. Bejibitige. 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 Uppe. Uppig. Bassigo. Bassigug. Astam. Astamig. Awas. Awasik. Kuttawe. Kuttaweg. Bunige. Bunigeg. Kiwe. Kiweg. Nakamo. Nakamug. Kweshimo. Kweshimug. Waniska. Waniskag. So in exercise C, write the words in syllabic spelling. So use the Roman writing to help, and also the syllabic chart. So here, next example is locatives. So the form used here is to express a location, translating into English with words such as on, at, to, or in. Here we have an example. Nisitik. Nisitik means on my foot. From the basic word nisit, my foot. So on. Uskatik. Uskatik. On his or her leg. So we added ending to the noun. Ik. Ik. Uskatik. Germanic. Germanic in the boat. Again, added ik to the word. Exercise D. Match the words by drawing a line to the word in Roman orthography and translating it into English. The words are at the door, at the bed, in the house, at the teepee. So you would say isquatemich, nipeonich, and you would write that in Roman and translating it into English. So voluntative, a verb expressing to perform an action, denoted by the verb. So that's the next. So adding the we in front of the Inanimuan language words or Inanimuan words. For example, we giwel, we giwel. He, she wants to go home. We nagamo, we nagamo. He, she wants to sing. We bapo, we bapo. He, she wants to laugh. We michiso, we michiso. He, she wants to eat. We anokonakeo, we anokonakeo. He, she wants to make bread. We nipao, we nipawak, we nipawak. They want to sleep. So this is the verb form expressing to perform the action, denoted by the verb, adding the we in front of the Inanimuan words. Dependent and independent nouns. In the Inanimuan language, words for relatives, family members, kinship terms, and body parts are almost never used. Without identifying whose body part or relative is being referred to. So by means of element, prefixes and suffixes added to the basic noun. Nouns which require specification of relationship are called dependent nouns, and those that are not are called independent nouns. Body parts are chosen to represent with a third person form. For example, her or his. So the first one, usit, Usit, her or his foot. Uskat, her or his leg. In the dictionary, when you look up the word nisit, my foot, you will have to remove the prefix ni, meaning my, and add either o or wa, meaning his or her, in order to find the word. So usit, uskat. Spittun, spittun, meaning arm. It never occurs alone, but with a prefix such as nispittun. Ni is added to my arm. Nispittun. Or ki, kispittun, your arm. Or uspittun, her or his arm. So you won't hear spittun. You will always hear ne, ke, or o added to the word. So using this noun, you would have to indicate whose arm is being talked about. Next is the participial nouns. Some nouns in any one language are made from verbs and keep some of their verbal properties. Even though the words are used as nouns, they can be animate or inanimate. For example, some elders, they refer to microphone for a bush radio or a video cassette. Both of the words refer to things that can be used as the subject or object of a verb. So they are nouns, but have verbal properties, such as the way they make their plurals. So for example, in the categories, animate plural, inanimate plural, locative, possessive. So on the first one, ak is added to shishipak, ak, text. The second one, inanimate plural, a is added, jiman, so jimana, boats. Ik is added to jiman, jimanik, in the boat. So possessive, nijiman ninan, our boat. Im is added, nijim maninan. Jiman, jimanishish. The isis is added to the word jiman at the end of the word. Jimanishish, meaning little boat. Iskish added. Jimaniskish. Iskish. Worn out boat. Jimaniskish. Plurals. refers to more than one of whatever of the basic idea of the noun is. So, ak, the word ak, added to the in a name one word, like shishipak, ducks, adding a suffix to gender. So example of the following words show a variety of plural endings. So there's the column, syllabics column. The words are written in syllabics, and in Roman writing is in the middle column. And English. So the first one, uskata, his or her legs. Bishaganabia, ropes, bishaganabia. Chigahigana, axis. Askikwag, pails or kettles. Kahkakwag, means crows. Asinyak, rocks or stones. Possessives, so that is ownership or having in one's possessive. So the example chart here, there's 4 columns. Nepaskasigan, my gun. Kipaskasigan, your gun. Upaskasigan, Kipaskasiganan, our gun. Upaskasigan wow, their guns. Nawaskahigan is my house. Kiwaskahigan, your house. Uwaskahigan, her or his house. Nawaskahiganinan, our house. Kiwaskahiganinan, our and your house. Kiwaskahiganinuao, your house, plural. Uwaskahiganinuao, their house. Next column. Nimasnahigan. Nimasnahigan. My book. Kimasnahigan. Your book. Umasnahigan. Umasnahigan. His or her book. Nimasnahiganinan. Nimasnahiganinan. Our books. Kimasnahiganinan. Ki masnahiganinan. Our books. Kimasnahiganinawao. Your book. Umasnahiganinawao. Their books. Nichiman. Nichiman. My boat. Kitchiman. Your boat. Your boat. Uchiman. Uchiman. His or her boat. Uchiman. Uchimaninan. Kitchimaninan. Our boats. Kitchimaninan. Kitchimanino. Your boat. Uchimanino. Their boats. Kitchimaninan. Nichimaninan. Our boats. So, having one in one's possession or ownership. So you would add ne, ki, o in the beginning of the words. So in this exercise, key question 1, listening. Nouns, what's on the kitchen table? Write the words into syllabics and translate to English. So the first word, the first column is written in Roman orthography. Second column is syllabics, and the third is English. The first word, unagan. So you would put that syllabics, write it into syllabics in the second column and translate it to English. So you have unagan, minikagan, banaskik, bineo, kinuseo, bimi, chuchu saboy, bebao, askik, wias, wapus, mokuman, amakon, nipi, chistahigan, wow, shisip, bisana kunao, tiwaskik. And key question 2, write in Roman and in syllabics. So you have 10 words in the English column, so you write them into Roman and into syllabics. So use your charts to help to assist you to fill in these columns. And that is it for today. Jag går med bitte med. What